confident, but back then, somehow I still was able to lock in her number, right? And we were gonna go to the club the next week, and I was hyped about it. I was hyped, and then she actually pulls through, right?
I remember this. We went to Story.
We go to Story, yeah.
Hey guys, Story is like one of the biggest clubs in Miami, and Matt's an 18-year-old. Like you are not supposed to be in this club unless you are 21, and they are so strict about it. I did not get in before I was 21, so like the only way you can really get in there is one, if you know like the people, or one, you have a lot of money. So it's like there's only two ways to get in there.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much. Yeah. But I remember that night, dude. It was, I picked her up in the vet, and I was just, this was before I had ever tried like, the little shroom stuff.
Yeah.
So I didn't know really what I was saying, what I was doing. I wasn't aware, and I was stupid, bro. I turned her off. I brought her on a date. I was turning her off the whole time. And we got to the club. She started making out with me. It was kind of dope. We started making out for a bit.
There's a video. Remember the video?
Yeah, it was a fucking dope video.
I'm making out with this chick, and then you're in the back making out with your chick.
Yeah.
And then Abe's like, holy shit.
Yeah, I remember that. It was the Dance Till You're Dead. That song. Yeah.
That was so sick, dude.
It was dope.
That was so sick. Yeah, bro. We were going to Story almost like every weekend for a grip, dude. Like we'd get tables every single time.
Yep. We were shelling out $2-3 grand a week, but it was worth
it, bro. Like I'm looking back on that, and I'm like, how the fuck did I afford that? What?
I don't know. We always split it. Like most of the time, we fucking split it. And, it come out like what, seven.
Remember that one time we were at the club, and like you couldn't pay because like it had to be under my name. Yeah. And they come up to me and like, all right, here's the total, and it was like $4 grand. I'm like sitting there, I'm like, oh my.
Yeah, I remember.
God.
Yeah.
I'm tweaking, and you're like, Alex, is gonna be okay, bro. I'm like, that's $4,000, bro. $4,000 on one night, because we got to 1942, and the waitress didn't tell me it was $1,500 for the bottle. Yeah. So they bring it out. I'm like, don't tell me that charge.
Yeah,
because they had all the signs and
shit.
I'm like,
bro. You knew the price was going up there.
God damn it.
Yeah.
It was so much fun though, dude. Like parties. I think my favorite were always the parties here though. Yeah. But I could tell like you didn't like them.
Now I would.
Yeah.
Back then, bro, I was in a mental state of like scarcity and just toxic energy, and it wasn't good. But I'm good now. I feel better.
At those parties, like people would come up to me and they'd be like, yo, Alex, thanks for having this party, man. I'm like, it's not my place.
Yeah, everyone knew it as your crib, and there's kind of dope.
Isn't that crazy? I'm like, I don't live here, guys.
Yeah.
It's just because, like, for a while, you said, like, it was your party, but it never felt like your party. And I was like, you gotta get fucked up. Like, at the beginning, you didn't get fucked up.
No.
You remember that?
Not at all, bro. I was not used to partying. Because, dude, think about it. Like, me and you, we came from small towns. You've been here for a bit. Yeah. You're 21. Bro, I'm an 18-year-old freaking
dude, you
party version.
Thrown into this.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
You didn't even go to college. You didn't even, and, like, you're from Massachusetts, so like, they weren't throwing big parties in Massachusetts, were they?
No. Dude, it would be like me and my boys drinking some beers in the backyard.
That's crazy, bro. Like, I'm gonna try to like throw in some like clips of our parties here. Like my 21st, that was probably my favorite.
That was cool. Remember when you were on top of the thing, on top of the table in the middle, just drinking? Like,
I'd hardly remember that, bro.
No.
I've seen the videos, but like when I first saw the videos, I was like, oh, holy shit, I did that. Like I don't remember. I was standing on the counter taking a shotgun. There was like 40 girls standing right there, and they're taking videos. I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy, bro. Yeah. And I didn't have to do any of the planning for that party, so that was was fucking dope.
That was a cool party, bro. It was worth it.
And you'd always tell me about the shit that I was doing, and I was like, I don't even remember that.
The morning after, I'd be like, Alex, you remember this chick that you fucked? Remember this chick that you made out with? not actually, but sometimes.
Hypothetical.
Yeah, hypothetical. Yeah.
But yeah, I think my birthday party though, I did rip it a little bit. I won't lie. Like that was. I never talk about this shit publicly because there's no really reason to. But like, I feel like my audience is so cool. I can talk to them kind of like they're just like friends and shit.
Yeah.
So like, I think my birthday party, bro. Like, my montage is still there. Did you ever watch the video from the party?
Yeah, I watched like 5 times. That shit was dope.
The girls twerking on the fucking counter.
Yeah, that was sick. That was dope. I mean, I fuck with your, because you guys did a montage of like the yacht too. Like
Yeah.
beforehand, you got the whole fucking day. You know, that
Oh
was
my
dope.
god, remember the yacht? Remember what happened on the yacht?
How could I forget? How could I fucking forget? That was straight real life porn, dude. It literally looked like 2 actual porn stars too. That's the best part. Like, it was kind of dope.
Holy shit, it's just crazy because, like, I'm from Ohio. Matt's from Massachusetts. I grew up partying, but nothing like it is down here.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, I tell people that are wanting to move to Miami, and I'm like, well, what do you like to do in your free time? Like, what do you want to do? And they're like, oh, you know, just connect with people, like, be in nature. I'm like, well, like, Miami's not really the place to be in nature, I'll tell you that. Like, if you want to come to Miami, like, all you're really going to do is party.
Party.
Like, that's literally it. And spend a lot of fucking money. So, yeah. Do you have any like funny stories, like some shit I did? Because like I remember you'd always tell me them. You would always tell me them. And I would be like, oh my god, I did that.
Shit that you did, yeah, dude. There's so many things that I don't even know if I can recall. I mean, we could mention the story you were talking about up there, where you were kind of going bang to bang to bang.
That was the craziest shit, man.
Yeah. But then again, I don't know how that. No, you were a good guy at parties. You were respectful. You were always super nice.
I was really nice. And,
you
like,
were nice.
I was nice and like made people feel like at home and shit.
Yeah. You had this like aura to you, this vibe. When you went up to Alex, you know, you'd just be like, "Hey, what's up, man?" and you would just go straight in, like no fucks. You wouldn't care.
It works out.
Straight alpha male, just going in, fucked up as shit.
Bro, I've realized
2
that
minutes
like
later you get a
if
blowjob.
a girl's attracted. I realized that the best way to go about it is literally just like being completely straight up.
Yeah.
Like for anyone out there watching this like has a hard time like approaching girls, like if they're about it, like it really doesn't fucking matter what you say as long as it's like flirtatious. So like if they're about it and you just go up to them and say, "I'm very attracted to you." If they're about it, they'll be like, "Oh, I'm attracted to you too." And then like I usually don't really think about what I'm gonna say after that. I usually just kind of like
Just free flow.
Yeah, just free flow, and it tends to really work. But I'm actually kind of booed up, guys. So like, me saying this, please don't expose me. Even though it doesn't matter because I wasn't in a relationship during the time, so I really could have done whatever. But it's just funny to look back on. But other than the parties, what do you think comes with being in the position that you're in?
Me
like,
or us?
Like you, bro. Like being an 18-year-old with hundreds of thousands of dollars to like fuck around with. Like I've experienced having hundreds of thousands of dollars, and like normal 21-year-olds do not ever experience that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So an 18-year-old with millions of dollars in their possession, like that's a huge fucking responsibility.
Well, it is if you make it, right? Like if you make it a responsibility. But what I've found, bro, is like the same thing that you do, in a certain sense. If you just find peace of mind with it, you put it somewhere that you truly believe in and trust, it's good, and then you just live your life. But like on a daily basis, it's more like I guess to put you in my eyes and my point of view, my ego is extremely high, but I try to humble myself.
Yeah.
You know, you have to. Like for example, when I walk into a store, I'm like, you know, I'd probably buy a store right now. You know,
I can buy fucking everything.
yeah, but you have. That's the thing. You have. It teaches you discipline, bro.
Yeah.
When you have a fuck ton, because then you could just start spending and spending and spending, and that's why people that win the lottery, bro, they all go broke. You know, because they don't know anything about fucking money, and they blow it all.
Yeah, financial literacy is very, very like uncommon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And like the most important thing I learned with money, like regarding money, is that like no matter how much money you have, never forget the value of a dollar. You know what I mean? Like don't just start fucking blowing thousands of dollars because you have it. You know what I mean? Like if something's not worth $3,000 when you only have $5,000, like it probably shouldn't be worth $3,000 when you have $50,000. You know
That's
what I mean?
That's a good point. Yeah.
Like it's like that Louis Vuitton jacket I bought.
Yeah.
$3,000, and I'm like, after I bought it, I'm like, fuck, I've worn it like 7 times.
Yeah, but it's
like,
a cool piece.
It's a cool piece. You know, I only really buy things if I fucking love them. And that thing, like the NBA collab, I'm like, all right, bro, like
You are a basketball guy.
I'm like, all right, bro, like I'll actually wear this. It's fucking dope. It's limited edition. They'll never make it again. It's a jean jacket. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
So I bought that, but you don't really splurge much.
I did when we were going to the clubs and shit.
Yeah,
But-
Yeah, you were splurging for a while. You were like really. I remember you bought that table at Space.
Yeah.
How much was that one?
I don't want to talk about it.
It's like 20 grand, right?
No, not 20 grand.
15?
It was a lot of money.
10?
It was a lot of money.
10?
I think it was 6 or
The
7.
most I've ever spent on a table was right after the NFT launch. I spent 5 grand on a table.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, now looking back on that, like when I dropped the NFT, I was like, oh, I'm fucking rich forever. You know what I mean? Like, I never have to worry about money ever again.
Yeah.
And then
I'm hot as fuck right now.
I spent all my money on fucking the event. For those of you who don't know, my NFT event cost $70,000. I had to pay my team to help me with that.
Expensive.
So like, no, the NFT project didn't flop at all. It just like cost a lot of money to actually go through with the event. So I could have easily been like, yo, this event's way too much money and rug pulled it. But I went through with it to remain my reputation.
I was there, first-hand experience. It was legit. It was fucking awesome. Best day of my life. Like, I say that, but I mean that.
Was it really?
Yeah. Because, dude, think about it. In life, some days you could have like a really good night, a really good morning. Or maybe you have sex 3 times in a day, right? But then when you wake up and immediately you go present, right? You go speak in front of people. Right after, you get fucked up and go on a yacht. And right after that, you go to an after party. And that day, bro, I don't know if I told you. I can't say it because you might watch this, but I got laid a lot, man.
I got laid a lot,
A
man.
lot.
Dude, that was probably the most stressful day of my entire life. But that's fucking awesome that like you can say like that was the best day of your life. That means like it went well.
Because the whole time, bro, like, I know you were stretching, but, like, for everyone there, it was awesome. Like, I was there with my girl, bro. Like, bro. Devin, if you're watching this, I love you to death. I won't say your name, I won't talk about it. But, so there's a room in the back. I might as well
Was
just...
the yacht?
No, of the after party house. When I found this room, there's no lock on the door, and we're horny, right? So, there's a shit in the corner. I had no idea why there was a shit.
poop?
A literal poop. I took a video. I literally fucking pooped, and it smelled. And this is the only room, and I'm like, I'm horny as fuck, my girl's horny as fuck. And the door didn't lock. So we took a couch, and we propped it up against the door.
I was wondering why the couch was moved.
Yeah.
I was like, who
Yeah.
moved the couch?
Yeah. And I'm getting head, and someone opens the fucking door, and they're like, oh, I'm like, hey, oh, fuck it. But, yeah, long story short, great fucking night. It was awesome. Yeah, we were jumping off the top and all that. And
Yeah, that was dope. I did a lot of Adderall that night so I could socialize.
Yeah.
And the next morning I woke up, dude, I was literally dead. Like I've never felt more hungover in my life. Adderall, and then at the end of the night we smoked. Remember that?
I wasn't there.
Yeah, you were. Me, you, and Eric smoked.
Oh, yeah. I did take a hit of that shit. That was good.
Because when you're fucked up and someone like really fucked up and someone offers you a blunt, you're like, yeah.
And then you fucking get crossed.
Yeah, that was the
Shit.
last time I got really fucked up, and that was April 9th.
It was a while.
A month, yeah, over a month.
Wow.
So it's just fucking being sober is definitely the move. But like when I'm gonna drink, like if I'm gonna drink, like you know, you might as well like drink. So yeah, that event was crazy.
Great time. Great fucking time. I mean, that was probably the last party that we really ever had. I mean, other than that, bro, like, you got out since the club once? Maybe?
No, on the boat. That was it. And the day after the event, I drove to Orlando to see the girl I'm talking to because I was just dead. I was like, I don't want to do anything other than like cuddle and not say a word. Like that's all I want to do.
Yeah.
So I sat in the car for 3 hours with no music, and then I just drove.
Where'd you go?
Orlando
No.
to see the girl because she was going to college there. So that was that. But it's dope that like you and I can be like very professional when we need to be professional, but then we can also just chop the shit like this.
Yeah.
It kind of like I hope it like shows the people that like we are human, you know. Like we literally are like 2 kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're 18, I'm 21. Like a majority of the kids our age are just only talking about the shit that we talk about right now, rather than like Matt and I can flip a switch and we can talk about crypto, NFTs, mindset,
Business.
spirituality, money, like
Yeah.
whatever we want. But it's just cool to like be able to relax like this, because like it really does make a difference, bro. Like, it does make a difference when you can just come to the hot tub and not, like, worry about, like, Ethereum being at $2,200 fucking dollars for a little bit.
Yeah.
I
know what you mean. Yeah, no, it's nice, dude. It is really nice.
And just being surrounded by, like, younger energy, bro. Because, like, you're my only friend down here that's, like, young, besides Spencer. Like, Eric's 22, Kevin's 22, Abe's 26. It's like there's something to that youthful energy that's just like revitalizing. You know what I mean? Where you can just talk about like innocent shit and just like not care.
Yeah.
So, like,
I guess I'm a little kid still sometimes.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we all have it in us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just society that like kind of kills the imagination, the youthfulness. When like, dude, there's been studies of people, I forget what country it is, that have lived to 600 years old. Because where they are, they don't celebrate birthdays. So they have no idea how old they are. Right? Like, behavior will always follow belief. So like, we believe that we're 70 years old, and we believe that is old. We think we're gonna die soon, and that we're gonna, like, death is coming, all this shit. So your body's always going to identify with what you're believing. Like, I wish I knew more about the study, but like, it's so crazy how your beliefs will literally change everything. Like, your energy.
Yeah, it makes sense, yeah.
Dude, there's this book called, I forget what it's called. It's just so, it's wired me to just always be conscious of what I'm telling myself.
Right.
Like, I was telling myself in the elevator, I'm like, yeah, my invisible friend, or whatever the fuck it's called, imaginary friend is the legendary one.
Yeah.
Because I've been looking more into the simulation theory and how, like, when you genuinely believe and think something, like, there's no way that it doesn't happen because you are fully creating that reality, but you have to fully believe it.
You have to.
Yeah.
That's interesting, bro. But you see the programming too when you're a child. It depends on your parents as well, because your parents will teach you how to live life, and ultimately you'll live the rest of your life like that. For example, with me, bro, my parents always, as a kid, I could never talk about like drugs or alcohol, never do it, never swear, none of that stuff. So then when I went to TikTok, like, I couldn't be myself. I couldn't swear. I couldn't be authentic, and I felt fake for so fucking long, and it was so annoying. It was so bad. I couldn't talk about.
I remember the first time you said "fucking" on TikTok.
I know. I was so scared, bro. I was so scared. But then I realized it's just this limiting belief inside of your head, right? Because of what you were programmed with, you know. And I used to never talk about like weed or alcohol. Like, yeah, I smoke every once in a while. Yeah, I drink. Like, I used to be addicted to nicotine. I'm off of it now, by the way. I don't know if I told you.
Should have shaved your head.
Why?
Remember? Like, a couple months ago, you were like, if I ever start vaping again, you guys need to shake my head.
Oh, God.
You remember that?
Yeah, that was brutal. But, yeah, never. Bro, if I had I look like a thumb, dude. I don't want that. A little Asian thumb.
A little Asian thumb.
No, but it's like some people will hit vapes, right? And they won't be embarrassed by it. They're like, oh, this is normal, this is cool. Because of my conditioning as a kid, whenever I did hit it, I felt bad about it, you know? I felt like I needed to hide it. But that's just like an example of like how your parents can really fucking have a big impact. So, like, you want to learn about that shit, bro. You want to figure out
Like,
why
your conditioning, your beliefs, yeah.
Yeah, figure out why you are the way you are, you know?
And I think shrooms really opens you up to that. Would you agree?
I highly agree. I highly fucking agree. Dude, that shit changed my life. I remember I started crying and breaking down like, Jesus Christ, I am a fucked up kid. That I needed to fix a lot of shit, you know?
It's dope because, like, whatever you're pushing under the rug, shrooms will be like, deal with this.
Yeah.
Deal with me.
No.
And, like, I realized, like, when I did shrooms is right when I was about to drop out of college. And I did them there, and I sat there and I just questioned everything. I'm like, I'm literally only here because other people want me to be here. You know what I mean? Like, I have so much potential. And that was, like, right after I was depressed, too. And I was like, I couldn't look at myself in the mirror the same. And, like, I went from being super confident, toxic relationship, didn't love myself at all, did shrooms, and I was like, I just need to fucking do something. You know what I mean? Like, I love, and I know you're the same way, like, building things.
Yeah.
Building things that, like, make you money. So I was like, Clash of Clans started me with that, actually. Because I was like, the more time I put into Clash of Clans, the more money I made. Right? So I was like, well, I need something like that in real life, and that's when TikTok was coming out.
Yeah.
So, guys, Matt and I might collab on a Discord, so comment down below that Matt should collab on my Discord with me.
That would be pretty fucking insane, dude. Like, I'm imagining that's. I just heard about your story, by the way, with depression. I didn't know that, dude.
You watched that video?
Yeah, you're a fucking trooper, dude. That's insane.
Yeah.
I don't watch all of them. I'm not gonna lie, but that one I was like, wait, what? You know, so.
Yeah, I don't talk about it much. I really don't.
Yeah.
Like I tell people, yeah, I was depressed, but like that'll be the.
Yeah.
Because it's like, looking back on it, I was depressed for really something that was insignificant, and I don't like telling people I was depressed because depression is like a big word. You know what I mean? I don't like telling people that I was depressed over a girl, but that's really what it was. So.
Yeah. And what got you out of it was.
My mom, actually. Well, myself, but like my mom. She was kind of tired of seeing me like that. When she came into my room, I was literally crying. Like I remember it so vividly. I was laying on my bed. There was my bed sheets were literally like soaked from my tears. Like this is dead ass. And my mom comes in. Oh shit! I think. Hold on.
Just everything over. Great, huh?
Oh
What happened?
no, we're still good.
Oh, it's still good.
Sorry about that, guys.
How's the light?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I have no idea.
You could probably edit it, get the lighting up, like after video editing.
Oh, the light's not bad at all.
Huh?
Cool. All right, resume. Hopefully I don't have a hard time editing that. If that's too hard to edit, I'm literally just gonna say fuck it. And sorry guys. But yeah, so like I was laying there in like a puddle of my tears. My mom comes in and she's about to leave for work, so she's like in a hurry. And she's like, Alex, no one is gonna help you but yourself. And I was like, fuck. So like for a little bit, I was like, damn, I'm a lost cause, you know, because like I can't help myself, like or else I'd be happy. And then like you know, I heard that and I was like, you know what, like I want to start getting better. Like that day, I was like, I need to start doing something. I need to get better. So I go to my bookshelf in my mom's house and like just a bunch of random fucking books, like you know.
Yeah.
I didn't really expect to find anything good. And it's so crazy looking back on how like scripted this seems, because I'm looking, and I see The Power of Now. I'm like, oh, what's that? So I grab this book, Power of Now. I start reading it, and I'm like, holy fuck. Like, holy shit. It was literally exactly what I needed. And it was all about how like the only thing that's real is the present moment. Like everything other than the present moment is fake. It's just an illusion. And that's what I needed because I was so lost in my thoughts. Completely lost in my thoughts. And like, for that girl, I was like a player, you know, because I was constantly getting validated by girls, and I realized that a lot of my self-image relied on me getting validated by other people.
Right.
So it was like a lot of me just like finding myself, and then
Someone just peed off the. Come on!
no way that's this.
They threw something off the balcony.
That's crazy.
I do that shit all the time.
Hopefully it wasn't pee. But yeah, so yeah, I did deal with that, but
You got out of it, man.
You got out of it,
It's
you know?
because you decided to take a fucking leap. And the universe somehow, for some reason, some way, put that fucking book right there. And you
Right
happen
there,
to see
right there.
that book out of all of them, dude. What are the fucking chances
Right.
of that? You know what I'm saying?
such small
Shit.
odds, dude. Such small.
Yeah.
So it's cool, bro. It's great. It's really cool. It's really cool. I'm glad. It's just crazy that we're here right now. You know, like there are days where like it feels normal, but then there's also days where I sit here and I'm like I can't imagine what it feels like for you, because like one day you were like normal, like 17-year-old kid. Next week you wake up and you have 2 mils to your name.
It was weird, but like I'd always been a moneymaker, so it was almost like, all right, it's just been a matter of time. Now this is finally mine. I was attracting this all this time, 3 fucking years. I always told myself I will be an 18-year-old millionaire. It will happen. And
Really?
It just happened on own. Yeah, I talked about it in the speech too.
Crazy.
And it happens a month before I'm 18, dude. And it was like, what? I don't know, man. It's just like it all happened. That was all part of the plan. You know what I'm saying? So
all part of the plan.
that's why it doesn't feel crazy to me. But at the same time, I'm just grateful to be here, bro, and I'm sure you are too. You know, we got through some tough shit. You know.
Yeah, bro, 'cause it's crazy to like catch up with my friends and I'll go back home and I'll see that everyone's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy fuck.
Yep.
I'm like Miami changes every week. Like there's always something new going on here, something new being built, new festival, new event. So there's always something new here, and you go back home and it's just like everyone's still working the same job, same schedule, same buildings. It's those people way up there. think.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But it's yeah.
You want to see something life changing?
Yeah.
Next time, 5 o'clock, right? Yeah, 5 o'clock on a Monday. I did it today. Made a TikTok about it. You'll see it tomorrow.
Cold shower.
Yes, cold showers. But if you look up from the 49th floor down onto that highway over there that goes towards the airport, right? You will see just a line of traffic. Crazy fucking double, like triple lane all the way to the airport. And then I'm sitting there, I'm looking at the time, and it's like, it's 5 o'clock. Everyone's getting out. And when you visibly see it, you're like, holy shit. There are thousands of people lined up just to go home, watch TV, sip on a beer, just get yelled at by their fucking wife, who's miserable because he didn't take out the trash earlier in the day, so now she's pissed off, and your kids are crying, and then you gotta wake up at 6 a.m., go to work the next day. And I'm sitting there, dude, and I'm like, holy fire, I'm thinking about it, and like, I don't know how people do that. Like, how do you do that? And it all starts, bro, with that one book, just like you. It all starts with that one step, that one whatever the fuck, but it all starts with that step.
You know, it's also just so important to not, like, the people listening to this and not, like, be upset that you're not in a position like Matt and I are in right now.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Because, like, it didn't happen overnight. It happened quick. But, like, the harder you work, the luckier you get, right? Like, I think it happened because, like, hard work is, like, I feel like there's very few people that work harder than me, and I feel like you are one of them. Where it's like, when Matt's dialed up, like, you can't get a hold of the guy. Same with Abe. You and Abe are, like, the only two people that I think work harder than me that I've met anyway. And it's just like, I wake up and you're like, I don't know how people sleep the fuck in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, it's noon right now. I'm like imagine what you could have done in that, like, 5 hours you were sitting.
Half the day's gone.
That's, like, something that, like, I literally cannot get myself to do because I just think about, like, potential. And I think my biggest fear is wasting potential. And, like, if that's your biggest fear, is wasting potential, then, like, use that fear as motivation to drive you, and you should be chilling.
Yeah. I hear you, bro. That was good shit. But, again, no, that was a good point. Don't be disappointed that you're not where some of the people that you look up to are at. But at the same time, like, this is gonna be blunt. Some people might not like me for this, but you gotta get off your fucking ass and try if you want it.
Dude.
Like, sitting in your bed watching TikToks and complaining, it's not gonna do it. Like, Alex and I, we put years into it. Like, we gave up, you know, parties and friends and so much shit to get to where we were at now. You know, like, you gotta put in the fucking work.
Yeah, we gave up the party so we could party here.
Yeah. Gave up the parties back then.
Type shit. And it's, what would you say at the beginning of that? Don't compare yourself.
Don't compare yourself, and then you just.
Oh, bro, I even say in my videos that, like, some of my videos where I'm sitting there, I'm like, also, guys, like, I love that you watch my videos. Your views mean a lot to me, but, like, if it's gotten to the point where, like, you've consumed enough fucking motivational videos, like, start fucking building something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. That's a good point.
type shit. All right, well, I think that's a good spot to wrap it up. We're probably about 30 minutes there.
Dude, that's probably an hour.
No.
Yeah.
No way in hell. But, yeah, thank you guys for staying to the end if you're still here. So, 34 minutes.
Wow. That felt like an hour here.
Yeah. So much fucking love to all of you. Discord collab coming.
Potentially. We're gonna do something. Either way, we're gonna do something.
Because potentially, I knew that was coming.
That's why you paused, you motherfucker.
But yeah, guys, thanks for being here. More podcasts on the way. Hell yeah. So, much love, everybody.
Peace out, guys.
All right. Will you hit the pause button when I hit that button? All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.